Okay guys, so today I'm going to show you how to build an online learning website like Udemy, where you can earn money very easily either by selling courses or setting up membership plans. Now this solution is absolutely packed with features, and the best part is that it comes with its own app, which is super convenient, flexible, fast, and this interactive app perfectly fits on any screens like mobile phones and tablets. And since it's developed with Flutter framework, it will work on both iOS and Android devices. So by the end of this tutorial, you'll end up with a beautiful website like this one. As you can see, a beautiful hero section here with a main heading and a call to action button. As you scroll down the page, you have a few of our courses here. As you can see, popular courses, and you can sort them by newest, oldest, price high, price low, etc, etc. And if you hover on top, as you can see, you get a quick overview of the content of our course. As you can see, level is beginner, there's 12 lectures, and it's 4.5 hours in total, and the cost is $99 for this one. And as you scroll down the page, a short about the section, and then a few featured teachers as well. We have our testimonials here, so if you click on any of those pictures, as you can see, we'll slide automatically from one to the other. 3 good reasons why they should choose you over anyone else. And right here at the bottom, as you can see, 2 call to action buttons, one for the learners and one for the teachers. And right here we'll design our own footer section as well. And now if you click on our courses, as you can see, they're all displayed here in a very professional manner. Now by the side, you can filter them by category, by status, level, rating, and price. So let's open a course here. So as you can see right here, you have the title, the description, how many students are enrolled. You have your description, the curriculum. As you can see, all the different sections, all the different lessons are displayed here immediately. You can have an FAQ section, announcements, and the reviews will display here as well. Now, if you want to purchase this course, as you can see, you can either buy this as a one-time payment, or you can set this up as a membership as well. And this is what the inside of our course looks like. As you can see by the side, you have your curriculum. So we've already started this study. As you can see, we're 14% in. So you have your different sections and all the different lessons. And inside your lessons, you can use videos, you can use text, and also add quizzes. Okay, so I hope you're as excited as I am. So let's get started. Okay guys, so the very first step is to take care of our hosting and domain name registration. So for this, simply click on the very first link in the description below where it says get hosting here. Now it's important that you use that link because it will bring you to a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger, which will give you access to 75% discount. And if you use the coupon code MrWeb at checkout, you'll get an extra 10% discount on top. So simply click on this link here. And this is going to bring you to this page. And again, this is a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger. So special prices, obviously, special discounts. If you scroll down the page, you'll find different plans. So as you can see, start from only $2.99 per month. Next one up is $3.99. And then the cloud startup is $9.99. So what's the difference between those three? Well, basically is the performances and the speed. So as you can see, this one is standard performance, this one is up to 5 times faster, and this one up to 10 times faster. So now it depends on the amount of resources that you need. If you're only running one website, this one is absolutely fine. Now, if you're running multiple websites and also maybe e-commerce website, you might want to consider either this one or this one, depending on the amount of traffic and visitors that you're expecting every month. And also with Hostinger, you get a lot of free stuff. You get free SSL certificate, free email, and also a free domain name. These options normally are paid with most web hosting companies. So in this case, you get those for free as well. And if you go for the business plan here, you get free CDN as well, Content Delivery Network. Now, obviously, they provide you with daily backup and weekly backup. As you can see, the entry level here is weekly backup, so they will back up your website once a week. If you go for the $3.99 one, you'll get a daily backup as well. So every day you have a full backup of your website. So feel free to select any of those plans. You can start with the $2.99 one, and you can always upgrade to the next one up later down the line if you need more resources. So let's get started with this one here. So click on Add to Cart. And from here, you're going to select your billing cycle. So as you can see, it goes from 12 months to 48 months. Obviously, the longer your billing cycle, the more you're going to save. As you can see, it's $2.99 per month, but here you're going to save $432. Here, $216, and right here, $108. So what does that mean exactly? Well, basically, if you lock in your price at $2.99 for a year, after that, you will renew at $9.99. If you select 24 months, you will renew at $7.99, and 48 months, you will renew at $6.99. So basically for 4 years, you're going to pay $2.99 per month instead of $6.99. So feel free to select any of those. So let's continue on with the 48 months deal here, okay? So scroll down the page, you can create your account, you select your payment method, and right here we have a quick overview of how much it's going to cost you. So as you can see here, the normal price should be $707 down to $176. So this is a massive saving, isn't it? Now I also have a coupon code for you. So here, type in Mr. Web. So there you go. And as you can see, the normal price $176.53, including taxes. Now let's apply this. And as you can see, now it's only $158.88. So that means that you get to enjoy a massive discount of 78%. And then after this, proceed to checkout. And now you can log into your account. So let's do this together. So simply enter your email address and password and let's log in. So this is your hosting dashboard. And right here on top, as you can see, you can claim your free domain. So for this, let's click on claim domain. And right there, you're going to type the domain name that you want to register. So for instance, your domain name, okay? And then select your extension. As you can see, you have .in for India, .me for personal websites, .com, this is the most popular one, obviously. You also have .net, .xyz, .help, .host. So select the one that suits your type of business. So let's go ahead with .com as an example here. And then we're going to check the availability. So let's click on this. And as you can see, this one is already taken. So you might have to look for a different variation of your domain name. So in our case here, we're just going to try to register Learn with Mr. Web, okay, as a .com. So again, let's check the availability. So this one is available. So we're going to claim our domain, okay? So let's do this together. So let's claim our domain. And then by law, you have to enter your details here, obviously, you know, because you have to know who's registering the domain name. So let's click on the next step. So I'm going to fill this out very quickly. So there you go. And now finish registration. Very good. So now let's click continue. Very good. As I can see, the email verification is pending at the moment. So basically go to your mailbox and click on the link that's inside that email. So I've done that already. So now we can refresh. Very good. As you can see, now it's active and verified as well. Now we can set up our server. So we go back home here. So depending on which plan you purchase, maybe premium, business or cloud, you will see one of those sections here, okay? So when it's not set up yet, you will have a button like this one just next to it. So again, it could be premium, business or cloud. Either of those is absolutely fine, you know? So now click on setup. Now we're going to click on start now. And right here, you're going to go through a few different questions. It's like a setup wizard, basically, you know, to help you set up your hosting. So as you can see, you have a few questions here. What are you creating the website for? So you can select either of those, or you can skip altogether. I would advise that you skip this one altogether, you know. Right here, what are you going to do? Are you going to create a new website or migrate a website? Well, in our case, we're going to create a new website. So select this. So do you want to build this with AI or ourselves? Well, we're going to build this ourselves. So just skip this step altogether now. And you're going to select your domain. So normally it should show up automatically, but if you have more than one domain registered, you might click on the drop-down menu and select the one that you want to assign to this, and then click select. And now right here, you're going to select your server. So this should be normally the nearest either to you or to your target audience. So let's say if you're based in United States, selling to people in the United States, well, you select either of those two here. But maybe you're based in the United States, maybe selling exclusively in Europe, in which case you might select one of those servers here, okay? So because we're based in Ireland here, we can select either Netherlands or maybe United Kingdom. So United Kingdom should be nearest. So let's click on this and now we click change. Very good. And now we're going to finish our setup. So as you can see, now it's taking care of everything. We can see the progress line. So now as you can see, it's installing the SSL certificate for us automatically. Very good. So we're done already. As you can see, well done. You are ready. So from here, you can either go and see your website. So we don't need that because we haven't built anything yet. So we're going to go back to our control panel. Okay, so let's click on manage site. There you go. And we're back to our dashboard now. So now from here, we're going to create an email address and also we're going to install WordPress on our server. So first, as you can see, it says free email setup is not finished. So let's click on the manage here. Very good. So as you can see, I have paid plans as well. I would go with the free one. Absolutely no problem with this, you know. So I'll click select. So let's create our email address. So maybe info@. You're going to enter your password and then a recovery email just in case. I'm just going to put hello@mrweb.tv. Okay. And now we're going to create our new account. And there you go. As you can see, we have a new email address now and you can access it using the webmail. So if you click on this, you can open this in a new tab. So this is your email address. Enter your password as well and click login. And there you go. As you can see, this is your mailbox, basically inbox and sent and spam and archive. So basically you can access all your emails immediately from here. And now we can go back to our dashboard. Okay, so from here, we're going to install WordPress. So right here you have website, click on this, expand, and as you can see you have WordPress and auto installer. This is the one we need to click on, okay? So click on auto installer. And now for this type of project, we just need WordPress. We don't need WooCommerce. WooCommerce is an e-commerce platform. We just need WordPress on its own. So what we're going to do is click on this, so select. So first, let's enter the website title. So maybe Learn with Mr. Web. Make sure the admin email is correct and then create a username and a password as well. Now we move to the next step. So right here, you can select if you want automatic updates or not. So it is advised to use this option here, update only to minor version, but that's really up to you. If you want to automatically update to the newest version, you can select this one here altogether. Again, that's really up to you, okay? And then click install. And there you go, guys. You can see this is done already. So we have everything installed, Lightspeed Cache, Object Cache, SSL certificate. So now you can edit your website by clicking on this button here. So I'll click on that, it will open up in a new tab, and this will give us access to our WordPress dashboard. So this is the WordPress dashboard. This is what it looks like. And here by the side, as you can see, you have Lightspeed Cache. So we need to disable this first as we work on the website. So we go to plugins and then deactivate. So don't delete it, keep it, because we'll enable it at the end of our project. This is made to speed up our website for high performances, obviously, So let's have a look at our website. So if you go to courses, hover on top, visit site, right click, open in a new tab. This is what it looks like at the moment. So this is a very basic layout, obviously. The reason why is because it's using the 2023 theme that comes by default with WordPress. So what we're going to do is to install our main LMS plugin and also the theme that comes with it. And for this, we're going to use MASTERSTUDY. So MASTERSTUDY is one of the most comprehensive solutions when it comes to e-learning and creating this type of platforms. So let's address the price first. Let's have a quick look together. And as you can see, it's only 79 euros per year for a single site. Now, if you're planning to have more than one website, you can go for the next one up, 199. As you can see, that's for 5 websites. Clearly more advantageous. Or the unlimited one, 399. And again, this is per year. Now you can have it for a lifetime as well. As you can see, the price goes up a little bit, but it's a one-off payment. That's it altogether. You pay this one time and that's yours forever. As it says here, it's lifetime. Now also, what's included in that price? Obviously, you get the main plugin. You also get all the premium add-ons and also a starter theme, which is free as well. And it looks absolutely professional, So altogether now at this stage, it's really up to you to decide which one is more advantageous based on your circumstances and what you're planning to build, obviously. Okay guys, so if you're watching this in 2023, they have a special offer for the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, starting on the 10th of November. And for this, simply use the coupon code BFCM, so Black Friday, Cyber Monday 23, BFCM 23, and you'll get 50% discount. That's right, 50% discount, so don't miss out. So feel free to select any of these, and then I'll meet you guys back in the WordPress dashboard. Very good, so from your WordPress dashboard, we go to plugins, add new, and then upload plugin. And now we're going to select the plugin we just downloaded from the MasterStudy website. Okay, so choose file, and it should look something like this, MasterStudy LMS Learning Management, and then open, and then install. And now we need to activate the plugin. So right here, paste your license key. So Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. And here you can select whether or not you want to receive new updates. So let's say yes. Okay, so activate license. Very good, so that's done already. And right here on top, as you can see, we get a message here. It says, please install MasterStudy LMS WordPress plugin. So these work conjointly. So all we have to do is click on this button here, install. Very good, and once installed, you'll be redirected to this screen. As you can see, this is some sort of setup wizard. So basically, now you're going to select the type of business that you're planning to run. Are you planning to sell courses on your own? So in which case, this is an individual website, or are you planning to launch a marketplace? So today, we're going to pretend we're launching a marketplace, okay? So let's click on this one and then continue. And then here you can select how you want to display your courses, the page layout and all that, okay? So here, as you can see, you can display a grid view, list view, and again, it's just a matter of preferences. Just scroll down the page and select the ones you prefer, and then continue next. And don't worry too much at this stage. If you're not too sure what it means, simply leave it the way it is. You can always change this afterwards in the backend. I'll show you how to do that anyways. So as you can see here, redirect to checkout, enable redirect to the checkout page after the course was added to the cart. Well, technically speaking, this might be a handy tool because normally people only purchase one course at a time. So this might be switched on. And then you have the courses tab. So basically on your course pages, what do you want to display? You want to display the description, the curriculum, FAQs, announcement, and reviews. So again, this is really up to you how much detail you want to display. And then you have the courses styles of default, classic, and modern. So I'm going to select modern because that looks very nice, obviously. But again, it's just a matter of preference. Feel free to select any of those. So next. So right here we have our curriculum. As you can see, quiz style, again, is just the layout basically, okay? So I'm just going to select pagination maybe for this one. And then do you want to allow your instructors to upload video files to the lessons and create new categories? If this is the case, enable this basically, yes. So this is up to you really. So if you only have a website maybe with 10 specific categories, you only want to cover those subjects, nothing else, I would not enable this. Now, this is really up to you. Now, if you disable this, you have more control over the categories being created on your website. If you enable this, they might create categories that are not exactly what you're looking for, you know. So again, this is just a matter of choice and taste here, you know. So let's click next. Now, point number 5 is profiles. And the most important step here is the instructor pre-moderation. So basically, when someone registers on your website to sell courses, do you want to approve them before they can go live? And I suppose in this case, it's probably best to keep it on. So finish setup. And then basically now, as you can see on the screen, we can start importing some demo courses. So this is what we're going to do because this is going to save us a lot of time and this is going to structure the whole website for us without any effort from our part, okay? So what we do now is click on this, import demo courses. And we'll be redirected to this page. And right here on top, as you can see of this section here, import demo courses. So all you have to do is click on this button here, start import. Very good. So as you can see now, a tick mark over the complete section here. So this is done. So save settings. Very good. So now we go back to the top and you will find this message here. So what's next? Install the free MASTERSTUDY starter theme. And this is what we're going to do, okay? So we're not going to use anything third party. We're going to use what's dedicated for their solution. It will work best with the Master LMS anyways, okay? So we're going to click on this button here, install, and install now. There you go, that's already installed. So that took only a few seconds. Very good. And now we have the MASTERSTUDY starter theme install wizard. And again, this is going to help us to configure everything in just a few minutes, okay? So let's click start. Very good. So the first step is to install a few plugins. So we need Elementor and Elementor header and footer builder. So let's install this. So our next step is all about importing the demo content. So we're going to import everything. So import. There you go. So that's done already. And now we need to install the child theme. So what's a child theme? It's basically the same theme, except that it will replace the main theme. And if you make any changes, basically when the main theme is updated, it will not affect the changes that you've made. So it's very important to install that as well. So let's click install. There you go. That's done as well. And that's it. We're done already. And now we can return to the dashboard. Okay, so return to the dashboard. And now is the moment of truth. So we go back to the front end. So this is what our website used to look like. And let's refresh. And there you go, guys. Look at this. How beautiful this looks. Very, very professional indeed. So as you can see, this has been imported for us and created in just a few clicks of the mouse. And now we can start creating our courses and it will look absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. Very good. So when you finish with installation, you might see a number 1 here next to plugin. So that means that one of them needs to be updated. So click on this. And every time you see a little number here, just log into this section and find out which one needs to be updated. Okay, so now you can click update now. So there you go. As you can see, this one has been updated. But now obviously we don't want to do this all the time. So what we're going to do is to enable auto updates. Okay, so bulk select all your plugins right here in action, enable auto update and then apply. And basically from now on, every time a plugin needs to be updated, WordPress will run that automatically for you in the background. You don't have to intervene anymore. So very handy indeed. Very good. So now let's take care of our main plugin, the MS LMS. So right here by the side, as you can see, you have an extra tab. This is where all our courses are located. So click on courses. As you can see, this is where all the courses will be listed. So we have the title, you have the category, when it was published. Also, you can manage your students immediately from here and you know who the author is as well. So everything is here basically, okay? Now, before we can create courses and add courses, we have to create the courses category, obviously, you know? So for this, we go to courses category. And as you can see by the side, you have all the demo content here. So we have a C++, electronic, landscape, photography, and so on and so on. So if you wanted to delete any of those, if they're not relevant to your type of website, hover on top and delete. You can also multi-select and then have a bulk action and delete, or you can select them all if you want to start afresh, and again bulk action, delete, and then apply. That's basically it. Okay, so very simple to use. Now to add a category, all you have to do is to type the name here. So let's say we want to add web design, and right here we have the slug. If you leave that empty, it will be filled out automatically using the name here, which is absolutely fine. And then we have the parent category. So if you want to create categories and subcategories, maybe web design, and then under web design you would have maybe HTML, PHP, CSS coding, or something like this, Elementor, and all these type of different subcategories you could have. You can select a category here, maybe software development, and then under software development you have web design or something like this. So I'm just going to keep it as a main category here, and if you want you can also type a description here if you want to. Okay, so we have the image, icon, and color. This is not being used with this type of layout that we have at the minute, so we don't have to bother with this. So just add new category, and there you go. If you go back on top, as you can see, now we have web design here as part of our categories. So that's very simple to use, pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? So once you have this done, now we can take care of our courses. So for this we go to courses. So let's create one together. So for this we click on add new, and right here we need to enter the course name. So let's pretend the course is how to make a portfolio website in WordPress, and we'll automatically create the URL here. So if you're not happy with that or you want to change it, you can change this. Obviously this is important, especially for SEO purposes, because when Google is going to crawl the website, he's going to fetch the URL, and the more keywords you have in the URL, the more chances you have to rank. Okay, so and then we have to select the category. So this would be web design, the one we created together. And which level is this? Is this for beginners, intermediate, or advanced? Well, in our case it's most likely for beginners, and we can upload an image. So let's upload one. So I'm going to grab this one, a thumbnail from one of my videos. Very good. As you can see, the file has been uploaded successfully, and now let's create this. And it will bring us to this screen here. As you can see, let's build your course. So all the steps are here basically. As you can see, you have the curriculum, drip, settings, pricing, FAQ, notice, and by the side here we have the curriculum, which is basically all the different sections of our course. So the first one, let's add maybe hosting and domain name registration. That's usually how it is. We're going to add another section. Let's create all our different sections. Okay, so the next one is the WordPress dashboard. Very good. And another one is going to be the theme and plugins. And finally, we'll have customizing the content plus going live. Okay, so let's say we have 4 different sections, and each sections will have a few different lessons. Okay, so now we can add our lessons. So let's click on the plus sign here, and now we need to select the type of lesson. As you can see, learning content. So is it a lesson? Is it a video lesson? Or perhaps even stream lesson, Zoom lesson, or Google Meet lesson? So these are not enabled. If you wanted to enable them, basically hover on top, enable add-on. There you go. Now you can enable it from here. Okay, and do the same with the others. So Zoom lesson, enable this, and do the same with the last one. So it depends which one you want to use. Obviously, I'm going to enable them all just for now. Very good. So now we can close this, and now for the changes to take effect, we have to refresh, obviously. So refresh the page. Very good. And now if you go and add the lesson, as you can see, these now are available to us. Okay, so that's really up to you to select which type of content you want to add for this lesson. So let's pretend that this is a video lesson. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, and now we need to select the type of source. So it could be HTML, so an MP4 file, YouTube video, Vimeo, external link, embed, or shortcode. So in our case, we're going to select a YouTube video, and I'm going to select the video I've created related to that subject. Okay, so I'll just add it here. So the lesson duration, let's say maybe this one is 7 minutes or something. Okay, I'm going to put 7 minutes. And then right here we have the short description and the lesson content. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste some content here. Okay, so there you go, guys. You can see now I have a short description here and the lesson content. And as you can see, all the different steps are mentioned. Okay, so after this, we click create. And as you can see, I'm reminded to add the title. I forgot this, so Control V. So setting up our hosting. Okay, now we can create. Very good. And now as you can see, it's here by the side. So setting up our hosting. So this is lesson number 1. And now we can add as many as we want. All we have to do is click add a lesson and go through the exact same process. Now, as you can see by the side, you have search material. So what's that exactly? Well, if you wanted to import content from another lesson, so perhaps it covers the same subject, or maybe you can reuse that without having to recreate everything. As you can see, you have engine, target audience, and so on. So I could use any of them and import them right here, okay? So for this, all you have to do is click import. And there you go. As you can see, you have lesson 1 and lesson 2. So let's add a few here as an example, okay? So I'm just going to add this one and this one as well. Very good. So as you can see, the first one is a video lesson and the others are text lessons, okay? And you would do so with as many lessons as you have within all these different sections. And there you go. As you can see, I've done that very quickly here. I've added a few lessons to each section here. So we have a complete curriculum, okay? So that's basically how you can create your lessons and different sections. So now, obviously, at this stage, we want to make sure that it looks good in the front end as well. So let's have a quick preview. So let's click on this button. And there you go. So right here with the title, the image, and we can start the course. We have no description at the moment, as you can see. So we're going to set this up in a minute. But we have our course curriculum, obviously, right here. As you can see, that looks very professional, doesn't it? And the review section as well. So let's go back to this description. So why is it not here? Well, basically, if you go back here to our course itself, if you go to settings, as you can see, we are missing the description here, basically, okay? So as you can see, you have the course duration, the video duration. When we started this using the wizard, basically it asks only for the essential information, which is the course name, the category, and the level. That's basically it. Everything else we have to create now from scratch, okay? So let's go ahead with this. So the course duration, let's say 4 hours and 50 minutes. The video duration, I don't know, let's say maybe 2 hours and 35 minutes. Perhaps, okay? And here I'm going to put a description. There you go. Perhaps something like this. And now we have the course preview description. So this is a teaser. So basically this is a shortened version of the description here on top. So this is the full length and this is just the teaser. So maybe 2 or 3 sentences, something like this, okay? Just to give your visitor a quick overview of what the course is all about. So we have the course status. So what is it? Is it a special course? Is it a new course that you just uploaded or hot? Obviously, those statuses, you can customize them as well, but I think they're nice the way they are, you know. So let's add this one as a new one, okay? And the status start date. So we'll start maybe from today, and you can end up as well. Maybe it's only a special course until end of the year or something like this. Maybe it's only relevant for a few months or something, you know. You can use that as well, but we're going to leave it open for now. So current students and current courses views, this is really up to you. Normally you should leave it at 0 and it will add up the students as they enroll. But let's say if you already have a few students enrolled, maybe you can type here and maybe 125 and courses views, maybe 1,211 or something like this, okay? And right here, you can make it featured as well if you wanted to and add additional information here in this box, okay? So after this, click save. Very good. So let's go back to our course and refresh. And there you go. As you can see, this is the teaser right on top. So this is the one that's the most important because this is probably the section that visitors will read first. And then scroll down. As you can see, now you have the full description of the course itself. And then we have the curriculum again and the review. So that's basically it for this. Okay, so now let's finish the rest of our settings. So if you go back here, as you can see, by the side, you have a few additional tabs here. So you have access, prerequisites, course files, and certificates. So if you click on access here, you can set this as a trial course or a time limit as well. So let's say the course expires in maybe 10 days or something like this. You have to complete it before it runs out, basically, okay? So these are features that you might use as well. So prerequisite, so in this case, the student will have to pass a certain percent. So maybe let's say 80% from a specific section. So let's say maybe this one. And if you do so, they will not be able to go to the next course unless they've completed 80% in total. So again, this is maybe another feature that you want to use, you know? Okay, so by the side, we have course files. So let's open this. So here you can basically upload any file you want that may go along with your courses, maybe a PDF file, maybe some images or anything like this, you know, maybe a video, whatever it is. Just upload the files here that are related to that course. And then you can link a certificate as well. So once they've completed everything and gone through the prerequisites, which certificate do you want to issue? So as you can see, a few examples here. So let's click on this one as an example. So let me show you what these look like, you know, just to know which one you have to select. So if you go back to your WordPress dashboard, and right here we have certificates. So this is basically the certificate builder. So you can select an image here in the background, okay? And if you scroll down, as you can see, you can add a text right here, okay? So here, as you can see, you have a logo, you have the title here, the student name, etc., etc. So if you wanted to have a quick preview, what does it look like? You click on this, and there you go. This is what it looks like. So this is what your student will receive as a PDF file, and this is basically what goes along with the courses they've completed, and you can use that obviously to look for a job and provide that to maybe their next employer or something like this. Okay, so as you can see, certificate, student name, and so on. So let me show you how you can design this yourself. Okay, so first let's upload an image here in the background. Let's create a new one. Very good. As you can see, this is our new template, so make sure you select the new template. And right here, we need to select the background image. So let's select one together. So upload file, select file. So I created one here, as you can see, certificate of appreciation, okay? So upload, and then attach. And make sure you select the right orientation. So it could be landscape or portrait. And if you scroll down, as you can see at the bottom, it's advised to be 1600 by 1050, or the other way around in portrait mode, okay? So this is what it looks like at the moment. So what we need to do now is to add the student name right here, okay, in the middle. And underneath, we're going to put the name of the course as well, okay? So let's add some text here. So we have the course name first. Let's add this. So I'm going to bring this down, okay? So this is the course name. And we're going to make it a little bit bigger, okay, just like this. I'm going to center that as well. So let's select a bigger font, maybe like this, okay, just like that. Make sure you position it underneath. Perfect. And right here, we're going to put the student name, okay? So student name right here, select this, scroll, bring it down a little bit. And let's select another font maybe. Let's try maybe, what is this one? That looks a lot better, this. And the name should be prominent, a big name, you know. And then you might have to make it a little bit bigger. As you can see, this is not covering the whole section. So basically here, and I think this should be fine. Let's center this as well. Bang on here in the middle. That's okay. So now we have the student name and the course name. So let's go back on top and save our changes. And let's have a quick preview, okay? And there it is. This is what it will look like. So this looks like a very professional certificate indeed. And right here, we have the student name and the course name. And this will be filled out automatically. Obviously, you will fetch that from the database. Okay, so this is how you can create your certificates. And this is called new template. So basically, this is the one we can use now. Okay, so again, make sure you save your changes. And let's go back to our course here. So we can refresh. Okay. And there you go. Now we can select our new template. So save. And that's basically it. So that's it for the main settings. So right here on top, as you can see, we have drip. What is drip? Well, drip content, basically, they will have to finish maybe a certain section before they can move to the other one. So as you can see, you have the setting up our hosting. Maybe you want them to complete this first before they can move to the next ones. Okay, so let me show you how you can do so. So create a new dependency. And here we're going to drag our lesson. So this is the main lesson that we want them to complete first before they can move on to the next one. So how can you build this? Very simply, as you can see, drag and drop. And this is the dependency, how it works. So they have to complete this one first before they can move on to this one. And now you can create as many dependencies as you want, obviously, you know. So if you wanted them to do the same with this lesson here, they have to finish this one first, then this one, then this one. And it will be incremental, basically, okay? They won't be able to go from one lesson to the other unless they have completed the previous one. So again, this is really up to you how you want to set up your courses. Without the drip content, they'll be able to go from one lesson to the other, which can be helpful as well. In some cases, they might want to skip a lesson because they're very familiar with it, like hosting and domain name registration. Maybe they know all about it. They want to go straight to WordPress dashboard or themes and plugins. So this is really up to you to gauge which option is best for you. Now, obviously, next, you want to get paid. You want to make some money. So let's go to pricing. So right here, you can set up the price structure the way you want it. So is it a one-time purchase? So this is the most common feature, obviously, you know, usually when they go on the website, they want to purchase the course. How much is it? Let's say maybe $99. And if it's on sale, you can put the sale price here, and you can also limit that to a specific period in time, maybe from today until end of the year or something like this, okay? So this is the most common feature, obviously, one-time purchase, $99. So right here underneath, as you can see, we have the enterprise price. So what is that exactly? Well, it's a pricing for groups or large organization or corporations. So this is usually a more advantageous price. So maybe if it's a large organization, maybe you can do that instead of $99, maybe at $69 or something like this, you know, maybe a discounted price for large organizations. So not included in membership. So what is this one about? Well, you can exclude the course from the membership level. And for this, you need to install an additional plugin. So let me show you here in the backend. So we go to plugins and make sure that you have this one installed here, which is Paid Memberships Pro. So for this, all you have to do is basically here, click on Add New and search the plugin. And there it is. So make sure this is by Paid Membership Pro themselves, is this one. And once you have this installed, this option will be showing up here, and then we can make use of this, okay? Now, there's another feature you can enable here is affiliate this course. As you can see here, the user will go to the link you put instead of buying on your website. So this is when you want to enable third-party affiliate commission, basically, okay? So if you were to enable this, basically, it will show up 2 extra fields, so the button text and then the button link. So this is really up to you if you want to enable this or not. I think personally it's maybe not the best option, but it's right there, okay? Normally you should keep everything within your own platform. But again, if you want to earn affiliate commissions, this is an option that's available. Now you have points for a course. So if you add this, your student will earn courses every time they successfully complete a course, and the price info. So here you can put any details, you know, any details you want, whatever that's related to the price, maybe to validate this or whatever it is, you know. And then after this, click Save. That's it. As you can see, this is saved now. And then after this, we have the FAQ section. So right here, you can create all the different frequently asked questions. So let's click on Create. So the first question could be maybe, can I ask for a refund if I'm not satisfied? And then you will put the answer just underneath, you know, so just like this. Okay, so save. And you can add another one. So let's add another one together. So can I ask for a refund if I'm not satisfied? And the other one could be, so for instance, do I need to pay to receive my certificate? And the answer is no. Our certificates are typically provided free of charge upon course completion. Okay, so save this. And that's basically it for the FAQ. So we have the notices as well. So what exactly are notices? Well, it was previously known as announcements. So they are used to communicate important course-related information to your students who are enrolled to that course. Okay, so let's type something here, and that's basically it. It's like an important message that they have to read to know exactly what this is all about. So it's like an announcement, if you wish. Okay, so what does it look like exactly? Well, if you go to the front end in your course section, as you can see, you have description, curriculum, FAQ, and you also have an announcement. And basically, as you can see, that's all related to the course itself. So these are important messages you want to convey and put across. That's basically what this is. Okay. So now let's go back to our course, and now we can save. So basically here, hover on top and then publish. And that's it. Our course is live now. So let's have a quick look. Let's go back to the front end and let's refresh. Very good. So how to make a portfolio website in WordPress. And as you can see, now you have description, curriculum with FAQs. Can I ask for a refund? Do I need to pay for the certificate? The announcement, like we said. And this is basically where your student can upload their reviews. Okay, so as you can see by the side here, we have start the course. And for business, you have buy for group. So this is the specially discounted price we added for enterprise. Remember that. So let's start our course here. Let me show you how this works. So by the side here, we have our curriculum. So you can hide it or you can show it again to have the full screen view and display. And as you can see, this is our first lesson. So setting up our hosting. We have the video, like we said, you know, and all the different steps underneath. So once this is completed, well, all you have to do is click on complete and next. And this is exactly what your student will do, okay? And as you can see by the side, lesson number 1 is marked as done, and we have the progress bar as well. So we are 7% in at the moment, which is very convenient and handy. Now remember, we didn't enable the drip content. This is not enabled. So I can easily go from one lesson to the other. Let's say I'm familiar with this. I want to learn more about painting now. I can simply click on this. Now, if you enable drip, you would not be able to do so. You would have to first finalize and complete this lesson before you can move to the next one, to the next one, and to the next one. Again, like I said, that's really up to you to decide which option is best for you. Now, from the back end, you can also manage your students. As you can see, we go to courses. This is our course here. And you go to this section here, manage students. And you can see we have 1 student enrolled, which is ourselves, obviously. And we've reached 7% progress. So this way you can have a quick overview of what's happening on your platform, how many students you have, and what sort of progress they're making. So now from the visitor's point of view as a student, if I click on any of those courses, as you can see now we have the get the course for a certain price. If I click on this, one-time payment, it will bring us here. Now I can purchase, okay? So as you can see, there is no payment method at the moment. So we need to add this now in order to get paid. All right, so back to our WordPress dashboard. As you can see by the side, you have settings here. So click on this. And right there, we have payment methods. So here we have offline payment, wire transfer, which is probably not suitable for this type of website. So you can either accept PayPal or Stripe. So either way, all you have to do is put your email address. And if it's Stripe, you have to go into your account and fetch the publishable key and the secret key as well. And put them here, basically. You copy and paste them. So let's pretend that we have a PayPal account. So I'm going to enter the details here. And then select your currency. So let's pretend US dollars, and you can set it up as a sandbox or live. So sandbox basically is when you're testing the payment method. So you can go through the checkout process, purchase courses as if you were an actual customer, and it will process the order so you can test the whole platform. And once you're ready, you can go live and receive actual payments, okay? And then you can put the payment description. I'm just going to put PayPal, okay? Just like this. So save settings. Very good. So now let's go back to our incognito page. Very good. So as you can see at the moment, it says no payment method selected. So let's refresh our page. And as you can see, PayPal is showing up now. So now your visitors can actually pay using PayPal. And all you have to do is click purchase. So let's try the other one. Now let's try Stripe. So let's disable PayPal for now, enable Stripe. And as you can see, we need to put the publishable key, the secret key, and currency and all that. Okay, so let's take care of this. So what you need to do is to basically log into your Stripe account. And then you go to developers here. Click on this section. He will bring you to this page. And then enable test mode first. So these are test data initially, okay? And right here, we're going to click on API keys. And right there, as you can see, we find publishable key and then secret key. So if you click on this, it will copy it. So this is publishable key, Control V, and do the same with the other one. So reveal the key and then copy and then paste. Okay. So payment method description, Stripe, and then enter the Stripe currency code. So this should be in letters, USD, for instance, you know, not the symbol in letters, just like this. Okay. Then save settings. Very good. And now we can go back to our checkout page. So let's put this to the test. So get course. One-time payment, and as you can see now we have the Stripe account, and now we can enter the card details. To test this, you can use a very simple card. It's 42424242, any date in the future and any CVC code. So let me enter this very quickly. So basically something like this, you know, all 424242, any date in the future, any CVC, and then a zip code. So maybe 11111 is 5 digits basically, okay? And then purchase. And now the student will be redirected to his profile page. And as you can see in this section, enrolled courses, we can find our course that we just purchased. Now, if we go back to our WordPress dashboard, we can go to our courses and see if it's there. Okay, so as you can see, how to make a portfolio website in WordPress, manage students. And as you can see, we have a new student here who enrolled 54 seconds ago, and he hasn't started the course yet. And you can also have a look in your orders here. And as you can see, this is the one we just completed. So status completed, that means that the payment has gone through, so which is perfect. This is what you want to know. And here are a few unsuccessful attempts. So once you have this completed here and you know that this is working fine, you can go and change your API keys. So after this, you have to go back to your settings. You go back to payment methods. And right here, as you can see, instead of PK test and SK test, you have to replace these with the live ones. Okay, so for this, we go back to our Stripe account. And we disable the test mode. We go to the API keys, and as you can see now you have PK Live and SK Live, and these are the credentials that you need to copy and paste, and then paste them here, save your settings, and you're ready to receive live payments. And with PayPal, it's the same method. You go here, and instead of sandbox, you enable live mode, and you'll then be ready to receive payments. Now back to our courses here. There is one more feature I'd like to show you. As you can see by the side, we have quizzes and questions and also assignments. So let's cover this now, okay? So if you open your course here at the moment, if we edit with our course builder, you will see by the side you have the curriculum. So we can add a new lesson, and we haven't covered that yet. As you can see, you have quiz and assignments as well. So this is an extra step that you can add to actually prompt the student to see if they understood the lesson, basically, okay? So let's create a quiz together here. So let's click on this. So you can create quizzes from here immediately, or you can go back to your WordPress dashboard, you go to MS LMS, and then you have quizzes. So either way is fine. You can add a new one here, or you can do it immediately from the course builder itself. So first we need to enter a name. So maybe this could be review questions, you know, and then click create. Very good. And now we can add our questions. Okay, so let's click on this. So what type of question? Is it a single choice, multiple choice, true, false, matching, image matching, keywords, or fill in the gap? So let's go ahead with the multiple choice as an example here. Okay, so we answer the question. So maybe which hosting company are we using for this project? And this is a multiple choice, and you can create categories as well. So let's add the answers here. Okay, so the first one, I'm going to add Hostinger. I'm going to add another one, maybe TenWeb. Okay, add. And then who could we have? Wordpress. And we're going to add another one, wpx.net. Okay, there you go. So you can move them around as well to make it even more difficult to guess, maybe in second position. And then you need to take the one that's correct. Obviously, it's only one correct answer here. So that's the one, okay? And then you can add another question. So let's add another one. And maybe we're going to go for true, false, perhaps this time, okay? So we're going to add true or false. So let's say the question could be, so let's say, does Hostinger have data centers in Europe? And then it's either true or false, okay? So the right answer is true. And then we can save, okay? So click save here. That's it. So our quiz is ready now. And then we have our settings as well. So we can type a short description here if you wanted to, okay? You can put the quiz duration. So this should be very short, normally less than 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute. Let's say, okay, let's say 2 minutes altogether. Quiz style, you can select pagination or global. So this is, again, a matter of preferences. So as you can see, you can randomize the question. So let's say if you have 4 or 5 questions, they'll be displayed in different order. And do you want to show the correct answer at the end? Yes or no? That's up to you. So here we only have 2 questions. Obviously, you should normally have more, but the passing grade here, well, it should be normally for us 100% because it's only 2 questions. And do you want them to be able to retake the quiz? And that's basically it, you know. So click save again. And now let's have a quick look in the front end. So we go back to our course. So this is the curriculum here. We'll review questions. So let's click on this. And let's see what it looks like. As you can see, review questions, questions 2, passing grade 100, and should take less than 2 minutes. So let's start the quiz. And there you go, our 2 questions here. So which hosting company are we using for this project? So it's Hostinger. And does Hostinger have a data center in Europe? So let's say true, and then let's submit, okay? So once you've submit, you'll no longer be able to change your answers. Are you sure? Yes. And there you go, as you can see, 100% correct. And that's basically it. So if it was false, obviously you would see that in red instead of green, but it's just to show you roughly how this works. So if you go back to your WordPress dashboard, as you can see, now we have our quizzes here. So it's saved here. So review questions. And we also have the questions that are part of the quiz, obviously, you know, so which hosting company and does Hostinger have data center in Europe? So that's basically it, okay? And now you can reuse these in multiple lessons as well if they do fit with the context, obviously. Okay, so now let me show you how you can earn money and also how the teachers and instructors who will upload on your website will also make money. So let's scroll down the page here. You go to statistics, right? So as you can see, this is part of the Pro add-on. So this is the Pro version that we have. So as you can see, you have a total amount of sales, which is $99 US. So this is the order we just placed for our course here, okay? And as you can see, the admin commission, 89.10, and for the instructor, 9.99. So as you can see here, the instructor is not earning that much, you know, so you can set this up whichever way you want. So maybe you earn 20% and they earn 80%, whichever way you want. Okay, so let me show you how you can set this up. So for this, we go to settings, we go to general here on top, scroll down the page. And right here, as you can see, it's set to 10%. So maybe you set this to 80% for the instructor. So they earn most of it because obviously they are the ones who are creating the course, putting all the effort in, and you earn basically 20% for yourself. Okay, and now we can save our settings and let's go back to the statistics here. And as you can see, the admin commission is 19.8 and the instructor will earn 79.2. Okay, so that's basically it. So this is how you can set up the percentage for you and for the instructors, okay? Now, as you can see on top here, we have a button to create the payout. So every month, on the first of the month, you can send payouts to your instructors. So basically, you keep the commissions and you can send the payment to them, okay? So it's basically kept in escrow and sent to your instructors once a month, okay? So before we can create the payout, let me show you there's an extra step we need to take. So we go back to settings, we go to payout, and we need to set our payment method basically. So it's only PayPal available for this. So this is the default payment method. So first we need to enable this. And also at this point, make sure that the payment method is set as default as well. Very important. So this is done now, okay? And then there's one more step. We need to add this to the wpconfig.com. So basically, it's a cron job that will run on the 1st of the month. As you can see, this is what's in place at the moment. But we need to enable this feature here in our wpconfig.php file. So how can we do so? Let me show you. So we go back to our Hostinger plan. So go back to Hostinger, log into your account, make sure you have the right domain name and everything. And then from here, you're going to go to Files, File Manager, and then access your main files, okay? And then go to public HTML, and this is what you will see basically, okay? If you scroll down, you will find a file that's called wpconfig.php. So right click on this, edit, and then scroll down the page until you see that's all, stop editing, happy publishing, okay? So just above that line, insert this line of code, basically define disable double cron true, okay? And that's basically it. After that, save your file. And now, thanks to this, every 1st of the month, your payment will go out automatically to all your instructors, basically, okay? So this, you don't have to do anything. This is done automatically. And now there's only one thing to do, is to click on this gear here to enter your settings. So as you can see, you need to enter the client ID, client secret, webhook ID, and so on. So from here, basically, all you have to do is click on any of those links here. So let's click on this, and this will bring you to the developer.paypal.com website. So I'm already logged in, so you might have to enter your credentials here as well, you know? So as you can see, you have sandbox and live mode. So I'm just going to test it in live mode at the minute, you know, it's all the same. And then you have app and credentials. So you have two options, either here or there. So click on either of those. And now we need to create a new app and link it to our website, basically, okay? As you can see, API credentials. So create app and then give it a name. So I'm going to put MASTERSTUDY LMS, okay? Create app. Very good. So now, as you can see, you have the client ID, secret, and so on. So all you have to do now is to copy and paste this in your backend right here, okay? So client ID, client secret, and webhook. So for this, let's go back here, and we have to create the webhook as well. So as you can see, there is no webhook at the moment, so add webhook. There you go. So we need the webhook URL. So back here, so this is the one here. So basically, fetch this, Control-C, and then paste it here, Control-V, and we want to enable all events. Scroll down at the very bottom here and then save changes. So this is done. As you can see, we have this done. So this is the webhook ID. And now we can copy and paste all this information over, okay? And now you can put this in live mode, select your currency as well, and then save settings. The only thing you have to do, again, like we said, if you go back to statistics, is to create the payout. So all you have to do is click on this. This is done, okay? And then all your payouts will be recorded here in payouts, and they will go out automatically, like we said, on the 1st of the month. Now, let me show you another way of making money from your website. So at the moment, we charge per course. As you can see, we charge $99 for this. But what if you wanted your visitors and your students to be able to access all the courses based on a membership program or something like this? So instead of paying $99 for a course once off, you could maybe charge them $29.99 per month, and they have access to the whole courses on the whole platform, basically, okay? So how do you do so? Very easy. We go back to our WordPress dashboard, and as you can see by the side, you have memberships here, okay? And from here, we need to create our membership level. So this is the first thing first, obviously, you know? So let's click on this one, create a membership level. And as you can see, you can go for free membership, monthly, annual, one-time payment, lifetime, a trial version, advanced. So that's really up to you, you know. So let's assume here that we're going to go on a monthly basis, okay? Maybe we're going to charge $29.99 and they have access to all the courses, okay? So let's click on this one. So let's say maybe you have 3 different levels, bronze and then silver and gold, okay? So let's start with bronze, okay? And here you can put a description and a confirmation message as well. So perhaps the bronze plan gives access to 20 courses, and this is the confirmation message. So type whatever you want here, okay? So after this, the billing details. So we said maybe it's $29.99 initial payment, and then every month, $29.99 as well per 1 month. And as you can see, it could be days, weeks, and years as well. You know, so that's really up to you. And then billing cycle limit, if there's any limit, set 0 if membership is indefinite. So for this, let's pretend they can stay enrolled for as long as we want, okay? So you have the expiry here. Do you want to enable expiry or not? And then right here, you have the content settings. So just leave as is. This is fine as well. And now very important, open this one, other settings, because this is where we're going to set up how many courses they can download and also from which category. So as you can see, number of available courses in the subscription. So we set 20 courses, okay? Number of featured courses, quote in the subscription. So this is for the instructor to mark these as featured. So you can enable this or not. That's up to you. So let's say maybe, I don't know, 10 or something, yeah? Right here we have the tab name. So this one we said is bronze. Okay, and then you can select the categories. So there you go, I've selected them all, and then scroll down the page, and now all you have to do is to save the level. So there you go, so that's been added. As you can see, now we have bronze, and then you can do the same maybe with silver and gold. And there we have it. As you can see, gold is $99.99 per month, this one is $49.99, and the bronze is $29.99. So we have 3 different levels now. So next we need to create our payment gateway. So this is not linked directly with those settings we had previously. We have to create this again ourselves. Okay, so as you can see, payment gateway, you can have testing only if you wanted to, or you can enable Stripe, and so on and so on. So feel free to select any one you need obviously here. So I'm just going to go ahead with Stripe here as an example. So I'm just going to connect to Stripe. So just connect. There you go. So as you can see, we are connected now. So as you can see, I have a few instructions here related to webhooks and all that. So just follow those instructions, okay? Very good. As you can see, now we are connected and also in test mode. So make sure you have it in sandbox first to test all the features. And then once you know, well, you can go back here and go to live production mode as well, okay? So right here, we have a next step. It says set up the membership page. So let's click on this. So create the page for me. That's probably easier. You know, it's going to do everything for us. Very good. As you can see, all these pages have been created for us automatically. You know, you have the account page, billing information, cancel page, checkout page. So all these are required, obviously. And now we can save our settings. Very good. And now from here, we can run a test. So let's scroll down the page. So you have the level page here, as you can see, and then view page. So click on this. It will open up in a new tab. And there you go. As you can see, you have bronze, silver, and gold. So let's select one of them as an example here. Okay, so let's click on select. Very good. Here, as you can see, this bronze plan gives us access to 20 courses per month. It's $29.99 per month. And then all you have to do is enter our details. So again, with Stripe, you can type 42424242, any expiry date in the future, and any CVC code. So there you go, something like this, and then submit and check out. There you go. As you can see, this has been accepted and confirmed. So this is that. Thank you for your memberships. And your bronze membership is now active. So if you go back to our WordPress dashboard, this time we go to members. And there you go, as you can see, we have David here that just subscribed to our bronze level. And that's basically it, guys. This is how you can make money with memberships. And now as a student, if you go back to the front page, I can access my profile here and then go to memberships. And this is my confirmation. As you can see, $29.99, a bronze level. And now if you go back to our courses, as you can see, this one here is for members only. So this is how you know if it's part of a membership or not. Now you can have all the courses as membership only, or you can have paid version and membership both together at the same time. So let me show you how you can do so. So you go back to your course builder. So this is the course builder. You go to pricing, and remember we had one-time purchase enabled. So if we have one-time purchase enabled, I save this, we go back here and refresh. As you can see, this has become a paid version only. So this is not part of the membership. Now, if you want it to be part of the membership, you have to disable the one-time purchase, save. Now, if we refresh, as you can see, this is members only now, okay? Now, if you wanted to exclude that and not be part of the membership, you can simply do so. And that's basically it. Now it will not be part of the membership plan, okay? So that's basically it. This is how you can sell membership plans and also make money per course. Okay, so now let me show you how you can customize the front end. So basically how to add your logo, to select your colors, and also change all these images here and make it your own basically, okay? So as you can see here, this is the default layout, but obviously you want to personalize that and customize this to fit your own branding. So let's go ahead with this. So for this, again, we go back to the WordPress dashboard. And first, we're going to take care of our header. So our menu section, also the profile section, and upload our own logo, obviously. Okay, so we go to appearance and we go to Elementor, header and footer builder. And as you can see at the moment, we only have the footer. So we need to create a new header. Okay, so let's click on add new. So we're going to call this one header. Okay, and we're going to set this as a header here. And we're going to display this on the entire website. and for all users. Okay, so now let's click publish. Very good. And now we can edit with Elementor. So let's create a new section. So we're going to set maybe 3 columns, maybe this one here. Okay, 3 columns. So we can have the logo here, our menu section here, and then the site authorization links right here. Okay, so first we start with our logo. So we look at all the different widgets here. We look for logo. So site logo, this is the one we need. So drag and drop. Okay, and we're going to use a custom image. Select the image, and I already uploaded the one here, mrweb.tv. Okay, so select. Very good. So this is our logo displaying here, and the alignment, we're going to put this aligned to the left. So in the middle here, we're going to add our navigation menu. So back to the widgets here. So menu, and let's select this one here. Okay, drag and drop. Very good. So that's displaying fine. Now we might tweak this a little bit, because the font is not that nice. So we go to style, and we're going to select the font. Okay, so we have the typography here, and we're going to change the font. So instead of Roboto, we're going to select Montserrat. There it is. Font size, let's try maybe 17, maybe 16. Yeah, 16. And let's change the font weight as well. Maybe 400. Yeah, that's much better like this. Maybe slightly bigger. Yeah, 17 is fine. So we can keep it like this. So this is our menu section sorted. And now we need to add an additional one here, which is called the site authorization. So let's go here. Site authorization, that's the one here. Okay, so drag and drop. Very good. As you can see, once they logged in, they'll see all their accounts and everything here. Okay, so now we can customize this a little bit as well, especially for the color. Okay, so from here we go to login and sign up, and as you can see, the background color is blue. So let's go for a green one like we have here from our logo. So select the color sampler, and then select this green color here, and this is the one. Okay, so let's save this. Now we might make the logo a little bit smaller. It's too big, I think, just like that. And now we're going to click on the main container, this one here, and we're going to make sure that everything is displaying properly. So we want the items to be aligned centered. As you can see, they're all centered now. And now we have this one here. We want it to be towards that end, towards the right. Okay, so click on the column here, just like that, and select this arrow here. As you can see, now it'll be pushed to the side. Okay, and now this is perfect. Maybe the courses here should be centered. Let's see what it looks like. If I click on this, we go to content, layout, and then here for the alignment, select centered, and there you go. That's perfect. Now we can click update. Very good. So let's go back to our front end. So as you can see, I have no menu at the moment. If we refresh, this is our own menu now, as you can see, absolutely fine. So that looks great. So we can keep it the way it is. And now let's take care of our footer section because it's the same principle. So we go back to our WordPress dashboard. As you can see, I have header and footer here. So again, edit with Elementor, click on this one. And now you can either reuse this and customize the content or create a new one. So let's create a new one altogether. Okay, so let's click on the plus sign. Let's make it a 4-column one, and maybe you can display all the categories here at the bottom in the footer section. Okay, so right here we're going to click on the main section here, and we're going to style, and we're going to add a background color. So we're going to select the color from our logo. Okay, so I'm just going to place this here. This is the blue. Okay, very good. And now we can actually delete this one altogether, no? So let's click update, and right here what we're going to do is a bit of about us section. Right here we could have the social media, and right here in the middle maybe all our categories, So for this we need to create a menu. So we go back here, we go to appearance and then menus, and let's create a new one. So for this, create a new menu, and we're going to put footer 1. Okay, and then create menu. Very good. And here by the side we can add whatever we want. As you can see, we have categories, but these are not our courses categories. For this we need to enable it. So screen option here, courses category. Take this, close this, and now they'll be here. Okay, so as you can see, these are all our different courses categories. So maybe you can break this down in 2 sections, because this is maybe too many, So how many do we have here? Quite a few actually, So what we can do is break this down maybe in 2 different sections. So we're going to go by batches of 6 maybe. So take the first 6, add to menu. Very good. So now save menu, and let's create another one. Okay, so create a new menu, footer 2, create. And again, we go by the side, courses categories, view all, and go to the next 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll start from communication and select 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add to menu, save menu. And let's do that with another one again, footer 3. Save. And let's select our categories. And this time, this should be the last 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. add to menu, save menu. Very good. So now we go back to Elementor here. And since we have 3 different menus, we're going to add them here. 1, 2, 3. And right here, we'll have the logo with an About Us section. Okay. So let's click on this. Now we're going to add menu. So this is called a navigation menu. So let's select this one here, drag and drop. And then we have to select the menu that we want to display. So footer 1. Okay. There you go. Now we go to layout, select vertical because we want them to be displayed like this. And there's clearly too much gap here in between and the colors are wrong as well. So what we're going to do is go to style. And as you can see, I have the vertical padding. So maybe reduce that a little bit, maybe 9 or 10, that should be fine. And obviously you want to change the color, maybe white. And then when you hover, maybe it will go green like this. Okay. So for this, we go to the colors here. So normal mode, the text color white. Okay. And the typography, this is too thick. I think we should change that as well. So again, it's Montserrat that we're using. Font, let's try 17. That's perfect, yeah. And 400 like we had previously. So this is fine. Now, as you can see, we could reduce that a little bit, maybe to 8. That's fine. That's perfect. So update. And now we're going to duplicate this one. So duplicate twice. Okay. And now we're going to reuse this. Drag it here. And drag and drop. Okay. And now we're going to change the content. So this one is going to be footer 2. And this one is going to be footer 3. Very good. That looks perfect now, doesn't it? So let's add our logo here and also a bit of text, a bit about us. Okay, so click on this first. And you want to make sure the direction is pointing down vertical like this. Okay, and justify on top. That's basically it. And now we can go back to our elements. So we type logo. So we have the site logo, drag and drop. Okay, so custom image, and then from here select your logo. As you can see, I have 2 versions. I have the dark version and the bright one as well. So I'm going to select white, obviously, for the footer here. So we'll have perfect contrast. So this is fine. Now the logo is a little bit too big. So I'm going to go to advanced and add a little bit of padding. And as you'll see, you will reduce the size and add a bit of spacing all around. So maybe 25 should be just about perfect, you know. And now let's add a bit of text. So for this, we look for the widget called text editor, drag and drop. There you go, just underneath. And now you can type whatever text you want here, obviously, you know. So perhaps we can just keep this one as default for now, okay? And then change the style. So again, we're going to change the color. So the font should be white. And we're going to change the typography as well. So again, we're going to select Montserrat. I'm going to put that maybe 17 again, 400. And that should be fine, yeah. Now let's add a little bit of padding again all around this. Maybe 25 as well. There you go, and that's just about perfect now. Unlink this and maybe remove the one on top, so 0 here. And that's it, perfect now. So let's click update. And let's go back to the front end. So this is what our footer looked like. So let's refresh. And there you go, that looks brilliant, doesn't it? So now maybe one more thing, maybe add a bit of padding here on top altogether. So we go back here, click on the main container, advanced, unlink. And here on top, we're going to add a little bit of spacing, maybe 25 or maybe 30. Okay, so update, refresh, go to the front end and refresh. And there you go. So that's fine now. So let's take care of the rest of the page here, our home page. So again, we go back to the WordPress dashboard. We go to pages this time. Locate your home page. Is this one? It should say front page here. Okay. And then edit with Elementor. Okay, so first, let's take care of our hero section here, because clearly this is the most important section on your website, because this is the first thing that your visitors will see. So let's change the background image first. Okay, so let's click on the main section here. We go to style and then click on the image. And now we can select another image. Okay, so I'm just going to upload a new file, select file. I found this one here online, so open. Very good. And then select. So that looks good, doesn't it? Okay, so that gives you a totally different feel immediately. And then here we have the text that we can change. So click on that. And as you can see, there's not much contrast. So we can help this, maybe add some shadow effect, perhaps. We'll see, we'll try. Okay, so as you can see, I've started investing in your future today. So you can change this tagline, whatever you want, you know, maybe let's type, or let's say maybe start learning today with Mr. Web. So as you can see, there's a sign here, BR. So that's basically like a carriage return. It's like the enter key, basically. Okay, if you remove this, as you can see, it will display on one line, so you don't want that, obviously. So keep it there. And this is basically to break this down in 2 different lines. So we go to style again. And as you can see, there's not enough contrast. So let's try maybe with a bit of shadow effect. So we're going to change this maybe horizontal to 2, vertical to 2, and the color, I'm going to make it a bit darker, okay? So just like this. And as you can see, this stands out immediately now. As you can see, there's much more contrast. So we could keep it like this, I think. Or you can change and try another color as well, you know, all the same. And then you can do the same with this one here. So click on that. As you can see, you have maybe a USP here that you can use. So this should be maybe a slogan, or maybe something that you want to put across, like something very important, the main benefit of studying with you and learning from your website, you know. So feel free to type whatever you want here. And again, we go to style, and let's add a bit of shadow effect. So we're going to put this dark enough, like we said, you know, and let's put 2 and 2. And that's it. That looks good now, doesn't it? So you have call to action button here. So if you click on this, it says join for free. So you can link this maybe to your membership, or maybe one of your courses, or whichever section of your website, you know. So as you can see here, we have courses. Maybe you want to bring them to this section, in which case you can just fetch the URL here and then paste it here instead of that one, Control V, and then maybe instead of join for free, start now, okay? And then update, and that's it for the hero section. So let's scroll down the page. So now we have our popular courses. So if you click on this, as you can see, this is a course section. So this is a specific type of a widget. And as you can see by the side, you have all these different sections. So this is what's going to help us to customize this and make it our own, basically, okay? So as you can see, you have the header section. So instead of popular courses, you can put something else if you want to, you know. And then you have sorting as well. So do you want to show the sorting, yes or no, and the categories as well. So if you click on this, as you can see, it will show newest, oldest, price high, price low, and so on and so on. So this is an option that you might consider, you know. And maybe you want to enable the sort by categories as well. As you can see, it will show the categories in this case. So either way, it's absolutely fine. I think we might enable this one. I think that looks pretty cool. And then you have pagination, yes or no. So if you have more than 4 courses, obviously you can load more, which is the button here. I think that's pretty handy as well. And now you can select how many you want to display. As you can see, we have 4. Maybe you want to display 8 of them all together. As you can see, now we have 8, and then they can load more. Again, this is really up to you. You know, you feel free to customize this based on your personal preferences. And then you can select the preset. As you can see, at the moment is classic, but you can price ascent. You can try price button. As you can see, it's a totally different layout altogether, like, you know. So let's keep it to the classic for now. And then you can play along with all these features, you know. As you can see, you want to display the categories, the progress bar, the divider, and so on. So again, like I said, it's just a matter of preferences. These are pretty self-explanatory, you know. So then we have the pop-up here. So basically, if you hover on top like this, as you can see, you get a set of information. So how much information do you want to display? Again, it's up to you. All you have to do is use the toggle switch here. So if you don't want to show anything, as you can see, it's not going to show any pop-up window. If you enable this, it will show some information. So again, it's a matter of preferences. It's really up to you. And then obviously, as you can see, now it's mainly blue and bright blue. So we might want to change those colors to fit our own branding, you know. So as you can see, you have the title color, sorting, pagination, card. So feel free to basically change the color here of each element to reflect your branding. And after this, click update. And now we can move to the next one. So right here, as you can see, it's a short about us section. So here you will change the text. All you have to do is click on this and change the content here, you know. So type a good reason why they should choose you over anyone else. Or maybe emphasize one of the main benefits of studying with you, you know, or something like this. And again, here you have call to action button. So if you want to click on this and bring this to all the courses, we go back here. As you can see, this is our main section. So Control C and replace that with your actual link, okay? So let's move on to the next one. So here is basically all your teachers. So it's the same principle as the one with the courses, except that here we're displaying the teachers instead. So if you click on this, as you can see, the type here is featured teacher. So that's basically it, okay? So that's the only difference with the one above. Now, if you wanted to change the image in the background, click on the main section again, go to style, and as you can see, this is the background image. So feel free to change this with whatever you want. And that's pretty much it for this section, you know. So let's scroll down here. We have the testimonial section. If you click on this, as you can see, this is a specific widget as well. You have item 1, item 2, item 3, and you can customize each one of them. So here, click on one. as you can see, I have an image. So this is the small avatar picture here, okay? And this is the actual testimonial. So all you have to do is basically change the picture. You have the rating as well, and the content of the testimonial itself. So if you wanted to add a new one, basically click a new item here and create it. Or you can duplicate another one and then modify it all together, you know, same principle. So this is pretty self-explanatory, and this is your title here, what students say. Now let's scroll down. So this is the why choose us section. So select maybe 3 of the main benefits and main features why they should choose you over anyone else. And again, this is a very nice marketing trick because people want to know, why should I spend my money with you rather than Udemy or any other website, obviously, you know. So to change this is very easy. Again, same principle, simply click on this. As you can see, this is called an icon box. So you can change the icon here. All you have to do is click on this and you can select for the library here. So whatever you want to emphasize, you know, simply select the right icon that fits the type of benefit that you want to highlight here. And then here, as you can see, you put the title and the description, and it's basically it, you know. And you can do the same with this one and this one. So again, very simply done, you know. So let's scroll down the page. So here we have 2 different sections. As you can see, learners start here, teachers start here, because like we said, this is a marketplace and both of them can interact at the same time. So personally, I think that this section looks absolutely fine the way it is. I wouldn't change anything at all, you know. It's fine the way it is. Now, maybe you just want to change the color of some icons here, maybe your button here, in which case you go to style. And as you can see, I have the main color and then the hover color. So feel free to tweak this around based on your branding and the colors of your logo, obviously, you know. And after this, but we're done basically, okay? So click update and that's it. So let's go back to the front end and let's have a quick look. And there you go. As you can see, the front page has been customized and it looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? So very, very professional looking. So this is how you can create a beautiful marketplace to sell courses. Okay guys, so now the most exciting part of this tutorial is the app itself. So as you can see, MasterStudy Mobile LMS is available for iOS and Android, and you can get this from the App Store, obviously, and it will look something like this, absolutely fantastic and very professional. So to get the app, all you have to do is click on this link and this will bring you to this page here. So basically you have to purchase this. It's only $49 and this is the MasterStudy LMS mobile app based on Flutter v3, and that's for iOS and Android. So this is the landing page actually here. So again, I'll leave all the links in the description below. And again, it's only $49. So as you can see, you have a full description here of all the features. It's actually mind-blowing, you know. And right here, you will find the online documentation. So let me open this in a new tab. And basically, as you can see, you have the MasterStudy LMS API plugin setup. So how can you do so? Well, what we need to do is basically add an extra plugin. So I'm going to show you this immediately from the back end. So this is a demo platform. And if you go to plugins, this is basically it here. You can see we have MasterStudy LMS Learning Management System API. And this is what's going to link your website to the actual app. And once this is installed and activated, as you can see by the side, you have an extra tab now called API Settings. So click on this. And right there, you can set up your app homepage layout. So as you can see, you have categories, new courses, trending courses, instructors, and free courses. So let's say if I was to keep everything enabled except instructors, I can save the settings. And right here underneath, we have a few customization features. As you can see, you can upload your own logo, select the main color, secondary color, decide if you want to show only courses on the main app screen, and also enable demo mode. So we have the translation here if you wanted to translate that into your own language. So instead of sign up in English, what is it in your language, and so on and so on. You have the social login as well. So there are 2 methods available. You have Google OAuth and Facebook OAuth. So feel free to enable any of those, and then an import-export feature as well. So once you're done, save your settings. So I'm using BlueStacks here just to show you how this works. So that's an Android emulator for Windows 11 that I'm using here, obviously, to be able to record this and show you how this works. So I've installed the app here, MasterStudy. If I click on it, as you can see, it will open up and we have the 360 photos, material design, music, jazz, photography. So these are our categories. Underneath, we have all the courses, obviously, you know, so we can scroll from one to the other. And then trending courses, free courses. And right here at the bottom, as you can see, we have the home, search, courses, favorite, and profile. And this is basically how your courses will be displayed on the app, either on a mobile phone or perhaps a tablet as well. Now, just to show you how this works, we're going to change something ourselves, okay? So as you can see, web coding and Apache basics. So now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. So from here, we go to MS LMS, we go to courses, and it's right here, web coding and Apache basics. So let's click on this. And I'm just going to change the title here, okay? So with Mr. Web, for instance, okay, just like this. And let's change our picture as well. So I found one online. So let's add this one and let's click update. And now let's go back to the app. Okay, very good. So now we can refresh. There you go. As you can see, now we have web coding with Mr. Web and the new picture as well. And if you click on this, you'll access your courses. As you can see, you can have the complete overview, how many people are enrolled. Look at this, how professional this looks. This is absolutely amazing, guys, you know. And for that price, it's a steal. And then you have the full curriculum. So this is exactly how it will look like on an app on your Android devices or iOS device.